3, 2. Hey, everyone, we're live.
Hello, Patreon friends. Welcome to Last Call of Cthulhu. Can anybody in the Patreon name the movie that I stole the plot for the second half of this episode from? And that's a DM tip. Steal. Steal plots from things that you see and use them and just find ways to make them your own.
I got it. Bill and Sid's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they go back to meet Billy the Kid, it's exactly it.
There you go.
It was Legend of Fern Gully.
No, we're just missing the time traveling phone booth, but I'm sure it's going to show up at any point.
Oh, wait, that TARDIS thing?
You know, I was actually thinking about making the Mormons time travelers. In my I was thinking about having them be like modern day.
That's the only thing, like what they're describing with the missing town. I'm like, it was transported through time. It's the only explanation.
Yeah.
It's actually what I was thinking too.
It's a portal Chicago.
There you go. No, interesting. How can it get wiped off?
Handkerchief.
This was such a, just being terribly meta, but like me, Nick wanted a saloon shootout.
Yes, I did too.
Oh, we finally have a chance.
I was really tempted to do something, but I'm glad we.
Elias was on edge.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Well, I think the decision's been made for us. Or no, we could just sit by. But I mean, we know we have a coach rider, so we can.
Yeah, that's right. Ramsey can drive the coach.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been way more poetic though to start it right after the murder music. Just to that's the last time I heard that song, my mom and pa were murdered. That's murder music. And just start shooting.
And then would you have continued to play the guitar while everybody was shooting just in the corner? Like
it would have been this like flamenco dance. Yeah, you know, so I decided in the moment, like when you rolled that 100, I was like, isn't it more interesting if somehow he actually does really well?
Yeah.
But it's but it has a terrible consequence versus, you just have to like twang, you breaking a string wasn't as interesting as like out of nowhere, this song just springs into your head and
out of nowhere, he communes with ghosts.
Well,
that was awesome.
He was channeling a murderer.
I thought that was inspired, Ezra.
I was also ready for a scene from Ghost where, arms behind me playing the guitar.
Oh man, that would have been awesome.
Oh God.
No, if he was like full on possessed at that moment, that would have been excellent. If the ghost is just like, oh yeah, I did kill them.
Coming soon, my Weekend at Bernie's Cthulhu campaign.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we're gonna have to get Gus out of here somehow.
Why? We don't have to. We can drive the coach.
Yeah.
Part of the setup for me in the second half was actually like giving you every reason to just start shooting and seeing if you would shoot or not. And so I just kept upping the tension.
Yeah.
Just every chance I got and like seeing if you, but then, also trying to counterbalance that with like the innocent people or like, please don't kill. Like once Ramsey failed that sand roll, I was like, he's gone. He's gonna like freak out and
the innocent adorable gay couple who run the saloon. I'm not doing anything to endanger them. Damn it.
You don't have to. They're endangering themselves.
They are not. They're just trying to live.
I don't know. You at a certain point.
They could have poisoned the food a long time ago.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, this is true.
All it takes is one person not getting poisoned.
No. You're okay. You've clearly never poisoned people to death before.
You are correct.
You do it in small increments, and then you you let it start working. People aren't quite well, but then you amp it up before they kind of realize.
Right. Note to self: do not eat Nick's cooking.
Oh. No, it's fantastic. Just don't continuously eat it.
Right.
They're like, why are there so many apple pies here?
Well, that's why I figured eating the lemon bar, I wasn't going to keel over right away, right? Because it would have built up or something, or I would have been gotten some other kind of thing. So
yeah, you snap your time and build a tolerance. Exactly.
I'm honestly amazed that the dead bodies in the well haven't killed people off at this point. If that's the only source of
Yeah.
water.
I don't. Yeah.
So people don't drink a lot of water in these days. Like
Then they're
most
going
people-
to die because you need water to survive.
What was our coffee made from?
Exactly.
Didn't ask.
I mean,
Dead
if you
people.
boil it,
Yeah,
Boiled
oil.
dead people.
I'm
boil
guessing
dead
that,
people, sure.
I'm guessing Gus didn't boil it.
You,
Yeah, that
you
was
don't
fun.
you don't boil water
Percolator.
for coffee.
Probably
Of course you
percolator.
boil water for coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Well,
want
it's
to know.
distilled.
I want to know who is bleeding in room 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
what
wow.
they're doing the blood magic in there, obviously.
I mean, maybe
Oh.
maybe that's how he's maintaining control over these brothers whose parents he killed.
No, that's a different guy. He's unrelated. He's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
sure
in
he's
three.
just straight up the murderer, and he just happened there.
Oh, so
I thought
okay,
you
so
said
maybe
it's
it's just in room 2 is just an injured gang member.
Yeah, that's the
Or
room
a
of death.
hostage or something.
For a couple of months, though.
Yeah.
Or maybe, maybe the kid is in there because you didn't see the ghost of the kid.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Said they
Hell.
killed him.
I mean, maybe the mom is not a reliable witness. She was kind of, because she's
Kind
the
of.
only one who said that.
I mean,
Yeah, she's
some
dead,
ghosts
so her
are very
judgment.
sharp. Some ghosts tend to be a little more,
And Gus did say there's a body in the well.
Mm,
It's a fair point.
yeah.
who knows?
Ugh.
I haven't just, I don't.
Just
Well, we're
join us
good.
next time. Yes.
And that is the real secret. That is the real secret here, friends. Is that even Ezra probably doesn't know.
I did not
He'll
have,
know when the moment's right.
I had no ideas for tonight's episode until at like 4:00 in the afternoon, I watched a TV show while I was exercising and I was like, oh, I could steal part of that. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
I've had
yeah.
I've had the in thing tucked away for a while of wanting to do that because I think it's just such a great scenario. But I didn't I just didn't know it was going to come up now. So
Well,
Oh,
go.
and here we are.
did anyone watch it? It was in a saloon, and it was the narrator wants to get everyone killed or kill everyone.
no, I like that though.
Yeah.
They walk in, and the narrator starts talking like, little did they know, soon this place would become a ballet of death. And everyone's like, what? And he goes, because this person was actually sleeping with this person's sister. No, I wasn't. Yes, he was. And the voice just keeps like
That's a little bit like Murder by Death.
It's also a little bit like a Stranger Than Fiction, which is a
Yeah.
weird, stupid
Yeah.
movie that I enjoy.
Oh
But
yeah,
that-
that is
I-
a good one.
So
But it
so
is-
Nick, that's on YouTube. I don't know if it's a commercial or if it's like a short that somebody made.
It's a short.
It's a commercial.
It's the guy who played Ron Swanson.
Oh, okay.
I think he's the one.
Oh,
Got
I
it.
didn't. Oh wow, he's great. He's great.
Mhm.
Don't remember his name, but he's great. I mean that, but that's the
Nick
thing.
Offerman.
There we go. Good pull.
Thank you.
Good pull. He
I
binged
thought,
that.
because
Probably.
when having the ghosts and like the idea that the saloon is just like, this is my time to kill everyone in it, sort of with the murder music and everything. Just how this is playing out is kind of the vibe
I still someday, I don't know. I have to figure out how to do it. I really want to do a siege episode where like either you're in a building that is attacked all night or something like that. Just like
God.
I think that would be a really
We'll
interesting.
finally get the werewolf episode.
Yeah. But I mean,
Silver bullet.
the problem with that is how do you keep the tension going, but how do you not make it like, and next scene, another attack. You have to like change up the beats somehow.
Yeah. No, it's not about that. It's about introducing that there's a horrible threat. It's very serious, and then just the waiting, like
Right.
hearing the sound and going to check it out and being like, is it starting? Are we ready? Are we distracted? And then when we're not, when we're off, that's when you have it push up again.
You have an NPC that like breaks open the door to run
Freaks
out.
out, yeah,
that
yeah,
Oh
stuff.
yeah, the stupid person who's bitten and doesn't tell anyone and all that nonsense. They're like,
Yes.
no, because I don't want to. Oh, fine, I'm special. Oh, I'm a werewolf. I'm gonna chew on you.
Well, there you go. We have we've touched many bases here.
I do have to say I really enjoy this scenario for like, especially for my character being on edge and being talked down by everybody.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody.
You were giving me the look, and I'm like, well, everyone else is telling me not to, but I'm getting the look.
It's really interesting when Abe and Susanna end up on the same side of what I'm going to tentatively call reason.
Yeah, I like, this is a good way to have a high role play situation in a combat scenario where, at any moment shooting could just start, but because of all the role play that is built up to it, like all of the violence is going to have a meaning and all of the violence is going to have impact, like
and the casualties are going to matter.
Yes.
Yeah. If you think for one moment, sir, that I am not making notes as a young GM, you are sincerely wrong.
I wish I made notes of names. I think I forgot every name I came up with.
Well, and Russ and Gus, and I'm
need-
like, who
That was
is?
mean.
I'm like,
And
I
another
don't know these
Ramsey
guys.
and another
Yeah.
Ramsey.
I don't care for GM screens, but I need a GM screen that's just random names so that oh God, who was it? I think it was Gil, another GM I know. He just has a list of names, and as he uses them, he scratches them off.
I was actually just given a book of archaic names because Dan heard me fumbling on Swords and Sages when James was screwing around with me.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And he brought a book for me to be like, here, you can just open this and pull a name.
See, fantasy names to me are easier than Old West names.
Oh, real life names
Because-
are way easier because fantasy names at least have to fit their race.
Well, the problem with fantasy names is you have to remember them after you've made them up. It's easy to
Yeah.
make.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently that's the problem with real names too.
No,
That
in,
is the advantage of streaming these things.
Yes.
in screenwriting, there are a couple rules. Like, names shouldn't rhyme. You shouldn't have the first letter of, you shouldn't have multiple names with the first letter. So when I would write something, I would just A, B, C, D, E, F, G down a piece of paper and then fill out names for every single letter of the alphabet so that as I did that, I could cross a name off. So it's very much like that, but you're never going to have like a Russ, a Russ and a Gus together.
Yeah.
Because you're going to see all those names and you're
And-
going to see
and-
that you shouldn't put those things together.
That's a great, and I should, doing it beforehand, because it's not so much the coming up with the name, it's coming up with the name right then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, I have Russ in my head. Okay, Gus, and that.
Yeah.
And why is Ramsey in my head? I don't know, because it's written right here.
That's why I have the a little
the
deck.
deck,
It's
yeah.
a deck of cards that has random names in there.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's how
those are really
Kumara
useful.
was one of those random names.
That was
Um,
really useful, yeah.
I think there was one day I pulled up David. I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. I can't get away from it.
I was gonna name one of the people Alacrity, but I couldn't.
I mean, that's a good bandit nickname.
Yeah, it is.
Did Squeal Bits go in the book?
I don't know what happens to Squeal
We
Bits.
had yes, Squeal Bits will go.
I mean,
They shouldn't, but I mean, we've got. There were 16 in there, and there are
we've well triggered anyway.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, we're well over.
Wow.
Sweet.
Well,
Thank you, guys.
Patreons, thank you so much for all of your support of everything we do here. You can see that those Squeal Bits made, they were used over the course
Oh,
of the
yeah.
month as soon as we remembered them. They were a whole thing, and they didn't they let someone re-roll a play music check or something? They let somebody roll a
Yeah.
music check. That was
Thomas.
outstanding.
Had a shootout with all of those bits.
Yeah.
We had
Oh,
so many-
that's
oh my
outstanding. A shootout, and you're not gonna have any bits.
I know. Well, you say that, but it'll be within the first week of the month, and we could get more Patreon bits.
That's
Yeah.
true.
True.
That's true. You
True.
never
Yeah,
know.
so patrons,
Exactly.
I personally enjoy saying the word Squeal Bits. So Just throwing it out there.
Uh,
And you see bits.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
We could have lots of
you
different.
can
kinds of-
brand your bits, whatever
Yeah.
your name.
We'll brand your bits. It's inappropriate as it can be, but
Close this thing
Wait,
out.
wait, wait,
Close
wait,
it
wait.
out.
Yeah, hold on. It's gonna get painful real soon.
Get
Tom Clancy bits.
bomb bits.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
Patreon friends.
I thought those were like Reign of Terror bits, but